and the beautiful mama of you also about just here in orange. What a way to make an entry into the show. How are you?
Blessed, highly favored.
Yeah, those are some of the things I don't like.
Rested.
Charlie, me more fans of now. Why?
No, because beautiful wasn't your original choice of words. So I don't know. I'm not sure you wanted to say that exactly. So be yourself. Say what you want to say. Well, good morning. Good morning to everybody.
How was your holiday?
It was fantastic, amazing.
I hope that you had a lot of things going on the side too.
Yeah, going on the side. There's nothing like spending time with with family.
Well, that's what you did. Charlie, for spend time with your family. Your phones are always not reachable. I mean, they are reachable, but not really reachable.
So Roland, we haven't done such a good job with the little money moments because we just launched the new box and then I had to just leave.
So we have to backtrack. Are we going to backtrack?
I understand we owe like 200 Ghana, so we're going to make up for that.
Yes, we owe 200 Ghana.
Exactly. Plus this week, actually. Yeah. But 300 will be like such a long stretch. So we'll do 200.
We're just saving, right? All right, so we'll see how that goes.
So we're going to bring the box back, God willing, tomorrow. And I got lots of inspiration for my break. I will be sharing them with you, Roland, on the show. So get ready for that. A lot of things.
We have to do the newspapers.
Yeah.
I have to welcome you. As you stand the Daily Graphic.
All right, let's do the Daily Graphic newspaper. Front page of the Graphic. Government committed to passage of RTI bill. That's Abdul Hamid. That's how they introduce him in the Graphic, but most of us know him as Mustafa Hamid. On the front page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Also, NHIS service providers send SOS to government. Pay us all 12-month arrears. Refer conduct of MPs to public or to police, Amidu urges Speaker. And former First Lady Nana Konadu Rawlings presenting an award to Ni Jani. So Ni Kote Jani, a judge best entrepreneur. Remember, he's also a member of the Council of State. Back page of the Daily Graphic. Goyle presents 1,000 birds to Health Ministry for distribution to hospitals. And this story reminds me of what we're doing later this evening. That's a special launch of a fund where we can all contribute and put up a structure, an interim structure for the Confanoche Teaching Hospital, the mother and baby unit. We're putting up a fresh unit. The good thing is, Roland, is just going to take 3 months and it's going to ease a lot of pressure because what we're seeking to do is to provide space as well. And we thank the First Lady for taking this up and for launching this. Yesterday, there was a ball going around here at Joy News. We're taking contribution from staff as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, everybody is encouraged to contribute. And I hope that after the launch later this evening, everybody else, and I have people asking me, how can I contribute? How can I contribute? We want to do it the proper way. So let me get all the filler from the First Lady. And then we can begin to put the money in the official accounts that will be open.
But we should also state that it will be live on Joy News and on Joy FM and also on a various streaming sites online. Okay.
Quickly, center spread in the Daily Graphic just before Roland comes up with another newspaper. Let's see what's going on in there. So center spread, take responsibility for your investment decisions. As a people, we should come to the point and accept the fact that the safety of our resources is our responsibility. You can read about it. Also, show proof of reviewed power contracts. ASAP urges governments and adopt bold steps to fight cybercrime. Security security expert saying that there. So, amongst many stories in the Daily Graphic newspaper. That's it. Roland?
I have the Daily Guide newspaper. It has on the front page Kufuor Okay's Tabia products.
What does that mean?
They are the makers of Tabia bitters.
Okay, so Kufuor Okay in it means what?
It's giving them thumbs up.
Oh, okay. But is that like okay in it? Because he's not like FDA.
It's a way of
or he's not standards authority.
Brand activation. So it's part of the job that we do all the time. So you just have to hype it. Metro Mass chases NDC for 1.9 million Ghana cedis unpaid rental, bus rental, I'm sure. and the story is on. It says the state transport company, that is Metro Mass Transit Limited, is reportedly on the heels of the NDC over buses the party rented whilst in government, but allegedly failed to pay for the services the company rendered to it. According to a pro forma invoice issued to the NDC after it had lost the general elections on December 7 last year, a total of 1.9 that's million Ghana cedis was supposed to have been paid to the state transport company by the then governing party. The pro forma invoice was sent to the party's headquarters for the attention of the organizer, who doubled as the campaign coordinator of the John Dramani Mahama's campaign team, which failed to achieve the goal of a second term bid for the former president. And the papers, they'll have to add all this, right? Okay. We have another story. This one is quite interesting. It's a Niboy Bex Nana. And Niboy was the parliamentary candidate for his own independent tickets for the Clotte constituency. Before then, he had been a chairman of the constituency and had first won an election which was disputed during the primaries of the NPP, and subsequently Philip Addison won the second one. And he says former New Patriotic party chairman for Clotte constituency in Accra, Noi Norte, has asked for clemency from President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to enable him return to the fold of the party, having defied the president's advice not to go independent during the 2016 parliamentary election. Noi won the initial primary to contest for the parliamentary seat on the ticket of the then opposition NPP, but his main contender, we all know this will happen, right? Philip Addison challenged the integrity of the internal poll in the court and won. And subsequently, Addison won the return and represented the party in the general election, but lost to Dr. Zanato Rawlins of the NDC. Noi Norte subsequently bid goodbye to the party and contested the seat as an independent candidate, and despite persistent behind-the-scenes calls on him to rescind that decision. But speaking to Ago TV yesterday on his birthday, Noi Norte, like a prodigal son, claimed he had regretted his decision and must be forgiven. It's easy, Charlie. We all knew that when he decided to go independent, you are ostracized from the party.
That was it.
The two main parties decided to do that to prevent some of these things. After the elections, he now has 4 more years to make sure that he redeems his image and get back to the fold of the party.
Like how? He has 4 years.
No, from now to time, he can now be granted clemency. He can reapply to be a member of the party.
Okay. But he'll be like an ordinary member, right?
Yeah, he can be. He's an ordinary member, but you cannot dispute that he is a former chairman for the constituency. But he used to be party chairman.
Can he, if he is accepted, can he then stand again to be chairman?
Once he meets the criteria of membership of the period of a constituency there's a criteria for you to contest elections.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, but of course, when you want to contest elections, you have to go through, I believe, some. I think they set up a body for them to interview you and all that.
So I've got a question. If the NPP had lost, would he still?
I'm sure he would have. Because he doesn't belong to the NDC, he belongs to the NPP. So definitely he would have gone. We've had people with that track record. Joe Osei-Wusu, who is the current, is it First Deputy Chair?
First Deputy Speaker of Parliament.
Yes, had gone independent before. But at the time, that strict rule had not been enforced by the two parties.
But remember also, at that time, I remember very well, the party needed them because they were in opposition anyway.
Even beyond that, it was after him and a couple of people in NDC that the two parties decided to put those stringent clauses in their constitution.
But the point is, if you're going to be daring to go independent, irrespective of what the party says,
you shouldn't come back to your party.
Massa, you must win.
Oh,
you should be sure that you're winning.
Oh, please.
That's the only way you're easily accepted back into the party.
But sometimes...
But if you don't win, and you mess up,
sometimes
this way, they'll say that
people take the decision. I believe sometimes people take the decision to go independent to make a point.
So in this instance, what's the point?
I think he made a point.
So that's what I'm saying, that you must win.
The point he made was that I'm also individually a force to be reckoned with, and the party
the only way that force can't be measured is when you win.
No.
But if you don't win, that's it.
I don't think so.
Well, look, that's what I believe, really.
As individuals,
because the people that you are citing, Joe Wise won.
Well, he won because the place that he won, he had an overwhelming support at the time.
So that's how you prove your points.
No, seriously. The point is that now, with the way our politics has become fractious, individuals, parties need both sides.
Okay. I don't see how you're useful to the party now anyway. Are you done?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Let's do the Ghanaian Times newspaper, front page of the Times.
Of course, he made a choice, so he has to suffer.
Yeah, so how is he useful to the party now? That's what I'm saying.
Well, the party is in power. They may be in power if we go by what the president has been in the Fourth Republic. Could be after this term, they could contest again, and you never know based on precedents.
If you left when the party really needed you, now they really look at it.
Yeah, that's on the side
of
the that no, it's not as if they need you. You also need the party somehow. So you're a politician, so you want to be part.
Politics.
Yeah.
All right, let me continue with the front page of the Ghanaian Times newspaper. We'll pass RTI bill. Information Minister promises on World Press Freedom Day. Haven't we had this before? Yeah, we've had it before.
I still don't know why we didn't pass this thing in the last parliament. It just doesn't make sense, really.
Okay, so demolish Kaiser Flats. Works Minister orders TMA. Government to change policy on nurses recruitments. Mr. Kweku Agyemang-Menu, the Health Minister, is on the front page of the Ghanaian Times with this headline. Also, man butchers grandson's leg for attempted stealing. I have an interest in that story. Let's get to page 3. It says Al-Hassan, 49, who allegedly butchered the right leg of his 13-year-old grandson with cutlass for attempting to steal money.
You mean the 49-year-old has a grandson, 13?
Yeah. At Kwew Nyame Bechere near Enchi in the Awen districts of the Western region, and he's been arrested by the police. So after committing the crime, Al-Hassan locked the boy in the room for about a week until he was rescued by a good Samaritan. So presently, the leg of the victim is rotting, obviously, because he was kept for like a week. And is on admission at the Enchi Government Hospital.
It means his leg will have to be amputated.
Definitely, I think so.
This is sad.
Okay, yeah, there are a lot more stories in the Ghanaian Times newspaper, but let's do the back page of the paper. Methodist Bishop backs war on Galamsey, also scrap duty on Kako. Yeah, is it Kako? So the Ghana-Gambia Kako Dealers Association, dealers in Kako, that's salted fish, have appealed to government. Yeah, for real, man. Have appealed to government to scrap. I don't know.
I don't, for the hell of my soul, no. I can't even remember whether I like it or not. It tastes funny. I think it will be my childhood.
The appeal is for government to scrap the duty on the importation of the products. But isn't it simply fish? I mean, should it be Kako? So there's seriously a Kako association. I want to meet them.
I think it's because of the volume of trade that they undertake. That's right.
The association explained that the recent upward adjustment of import duty on the products would cripple members' businesses and drive them into indebtedness. No, I like the Kobe, but you know, the environment minister said something, right? The technology minister, didn't he say something about how Kobe is stored? You know,
well, that's sporadic. It was something they found. They didn't say that was widespread.
Ah, okay. Well,
Kobe has always been there. So
I still use Kobe, by the way. I hope I wash it right, and yeah. Okay, so that's it for the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Roland will do the Business Finder. So
I'll do the Business Finder. On the front page, banks record good showing in first quarter of the year, and apparently a number of banks have improved their performances in their financial position in the first quarter of this year. This is compared to the same period last year, according to their unaudited first quarter. Business as here, we now can't here. So go and grab a copy of the Business Finder. I understand.
But you read something which made sense. You said they made profits. That's it. Is that not the head?
But let me tell you something. Now the T-bill rate is 51. Charlie, the thing they go down.
Is what? 15?
The fixed deposit. Yeah, I used to.
15?
15.
Oh, the last time we talked about it, I think it was about like 19.
No, okay. The last time I noticed was 17. Wow. And I do it now. My age be 28 to cry.
No, so why? Because Charlie, I still have I have some investment there. It means I won't make anything on it. But why is it? Why?
It means that if it rolls over, it will be pegged at this rate.
Yeah. Which doesn't give you much. I mean, it's not a hint.
But I'm going to use it to trade in something else.
But why is the rates going down?
The rates are going down because it's a T-bill rate, because the inflationary trends are also going, and then the other indicators. And so it means that
we should have a conversation on this, because I'm sure quite a number of people have some investments. Doing this kind of investment is one of the easiest one. If you're not like a huge risk taker
when we had
like
a lot
myself,
more government trade in
we should have a conversation
in the financial
on this
market,
and ask the question of, so should we keep our monies there, or we should go and withdraw and put it in some kind of investment that will make reasonable profit other than the treasury bills. Yeah,
we'll see how that goes. Great potential for Ghana's agro exports. Agriculture. Now we even have food for jobs and all that. Please. Do
you have a garden in your house yet?
Actually, my house, I think, is all cemented. I need to come and put pavements there. I have not. It's all cement. Look, I'm green bear with you.
Oh, really?
There's some green.
Oh, that's a shame.
No, there's some green.
I mean, you should have all greens, like...
Yeah, I know, right?
Lots of flowers. You should have the grass.
Maybe if it's in the pots, or maybe some concrete.
Yeah, but you don't want to plant it there
on the ground. No.
Oh, you can do it with stones, like the colorful, either the white stones or the blue stones. You can have a nice garden.
Maybe I'll think
Google
about
and look at pictures of it. And
I'm sure you've been googling. So because the way you're saying, googling and making all that, so. You've been doing that for your new makeover for your house.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing you did for the leave period.
You're done with that?
And thanks for that tidbit, though. Let me do the Daily Dispatch newspaper before you do the Business and Financial Times. It has on the front page, Ghana can lose 1 billion Ghana cedis to oil smugglers in 2017. And on Wednesday, we spoke to the Association of Oil Marketing Companies, and Mr. Ajimandria spoke to us, Kwabena Ajimandria, how a government double cabin pickup was sold for 1,000 Ghana cedis. Charlie, so when they are selling this, why don't they come and tell us, the journalists and some of those?
I heard about. I followed through this conversation. How about those who left office after 4 years used cars that were almost new? Because if you've used like a brand new car, exactly.
Because for example, a 2013 Toyota Corolla,
yeah,
I think it's going to cost you around 50,000 or 55,000 Ghana cedis here in Ghana, if it's imported.
And then you buy it for like 15,000 Ghana cedis.
You buy it
and you used it too. And this is a car that's a serviced. I mean, it's on points.
Yes.
Service.
Because they buy it from the sales agent here, the garage here.
So it's regularly serviced, and they buy it for that much.
Because I can.
And somebody's bought like a pickup. Because a pickup that is owned by a state institution that is hardly serviced, and they buy it for. I mean, I'm not saying they should continue to do that, but I think that, listen, that's somebody's like end of service benefits. He's going with that. You don't even know how far it's going to take him. We should rather be on ministers and people who work for the state who use brand new vehicles for 2-3 years.
Well, even they hardly use the vehicles, do they?
Exactly, because they have more than one anyway. Yeah. Thank God that has stopped. But I think we should even be looking at, well, because that's what the president says in this administration. But we should look at if there's actually like a document. Is there like a solid document that stops governments that will come after this government from pursuing
there's an
that?
Internal memo.
This is internal. It's a memo, right? A memo doesn't go beyond your administration.
It should be a policy
So we should
directive.
look at, making it, because that's the only way we can move forward. Okay. Let's finish off with the Business and Financial Times newspaper. Front page, Guinness wins big at Made in Manufacturing Awards. Transit trade to slow following Yepe Bridge closure. And alcohol manufacturers, we're told, are taking on Adonko makers to task. The Association of Alcohol Manufacturers and Importers has said it is concerned about the recent media publications regarding alcohol abuse at an event organized by the NGO group of companies producers of Adonko bitters during the Easter festivities in Kumasi. And Ghana people, we talk.
But what did they do
If
wrong?
we had not seen people sleeping like on the pitch, and would this issue be an issue? Yeah. Why is FDA, like, I don't get them. No. We have to talk before they act or something.
Because seriously, on the alcohol, I think the bottle. They write not for persons over 18. So if you
No,
are
I think the issue-
if you are younger
No,
than
I think
18,
the issue- the
you decide
issue-
you go and take that one too.
Yeah.
Is it Adonko Bitters
The
manufacturer
issue,
matter?
I think the issue is the fact that it was an event, and the only way you got entry to the event was if you purchased the drink. You get it?
Oh, okay.
Aha. So that was like your entry ticket to the event.
No, then I think
So-
they sold to minors. They sold the drink to minors.
Well, where was the authority?
Yeah.
Didn't they see the promos on radio and television
No, but
before the
seriously,
event?
I think the company too should have been more
Exactly, but my point is that listen, there are people who are supposed to see when these things are happening, even like when they are happening, see it before they happen. Before an event, they have promos everywhere. There are jingles playing on radio, on television, and if this is it, that you buy a drink to gain entry, they would have said that in the promotion. Where was the authorities, the regulators? Didn't they hear? Didn't they see it? You get it?
I get your point.
Yeah. You wait for the thing to happen and then you make noise about it.
Yeah. Well, up next is sports. But we know we have a lot to talk about from the Champions League. Juventus, I think they beat Monaco 2-0, at least in the first leg. And so they'll be playing the second leg. And already...
Is there a second leg or you just go into finals?
No, there's a second leg before you go to the finals.
Oh.
And Real Madrid, a day before, they won against Atletico Madrid, their city rivals, 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
So it's getting interesting. I miss the days when
Is
Chelsea...
it?
Yeah, I miss the days when Chelsea and the teams in England were
When
always
there's
in
no
Champions.
English team playing.
Yeah, in
I don't know.
English-speaking Africa, you don't tend to have the buzz and
Yeah.
enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
Otherwise, we're crazy about Real Madrid and Barca. And
Yeah.
Barca, where is Barca, Charlie?
Barca, dear. If Messi no shine, nothing day for Barca. Well, so Benedict also will be here to give us the latest details in sports.